Newswatch 18, Iowa State is partnering with the program to help kids get to college.
The Residence Hall's Fall Fest is in full swing. We'll have more on that later.
I'll have all the latest on the big upset that took place over the weekend and more.
And we got some cooler temperatures on the way. I'll tell you just how cold it's going to get tonight on Newswatch 18.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 18. I'm Desirae Trammell.
And I'm Calvert. Thanks for joining us.
What server are you guys attempting to use?
The Field Club Elementary School in Omaha has paired up with Iowa State University to establish a No Excuses University program. This program is used in the classroom for 1st through 5th graders to help encourage at-risk students to begin thinking about college. No Excuses University is a part of a network across the country that promotes the goal of going to college and furthering their education. At Field Club University, the school has 14 partnerships with universities, including Iowa State. A portion of the program teaches students vocabulary pertaining to college and gives them background knowledge. The No Excuses University was started in Texas in 2006 and currently is in 184 schools in 21 states.
If you live in Northeast Ames, it might be a good idea to keep your home and personal items locked up. This past weekend, Ames police received multiple reports of burglaries, with the majority of them taking place in Northeast Ames. This is the second weekend in a row that burglaries have taken place, as a handful of burglaries happened in Northeast Ames the weekend of November 9th. Police are advising residents to secure their homes by locking all doors and windows, as well as backyard fences.
In today's digital world, protecting your electronic identity is more important than ever. Iowa State engineers are working towards finding ways to protect your data that go beyond just passwords. ISU Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Morris Chang, developed prototype software that detects differences in typing rhythms with the goal of detecting real users versus imposters. The research has now moved to mobile devices, which is being supported with the 2-year $1.76 million grant from the U.S. Department of Defense. The goal is to identify and track patterns for using a mobile device or computer mouse. The software then can lock the network when it detects an unauthorized user. The current software is available for the licensing from the Iowa State University Research Foundation.
A unique event is going on at Ryman Gardens that may interest children and adults alike, which is blacklight butterfly roosting. Christina Ryman, Butterfly Wing curator Nathan Brockman will be there for the special show, where you can learn the science behind butterfly patterns when they clump together and roost for the night. They fluoresce when exposed to the black light, so you can see the interesting patterns in a new way. The show is this Thursday at 4:30 p.m. and costs $8 for members and $12 for the general public. ISU students get a 15% discount off of the member price.
Just 4 months after he was acquitted of murdering Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman is expected to return to court Tuesday in Florida's Seminole County, this time for assaulting his girlfriend with a shotgun. Zimmerman is being charged with aggravated assault and is due to appear in court sometime today in Sanford, Florida. As stated by the police report, Zimmerman broke a table with a shotgun and then pointed it at his girlfriend. His bail is set for $9,000.
Students living in the residence halls have been enjoying an event put on for them throughout the week. We went and got a closer look on Monday. Yesterday, Residence Hall students had an opportunity to take part in a relaxation day at Linden Hall, including free cookies and lemonade, an oxygen bar, and a 10-minute massage. We asked a student about his experience with the oxygen bar.
You just breathe in different scents, give you different sensations, like there's the invigorating sense, soothing sense.
We also talked to Zachary Barnes, one of the coordinators of the relaxation day, about planning the event.
It's really fun. I love being on IRHA. This is my first time planning an event, so a little stressful. But it's going really good so far. We've got really great turnout. People are taking my cookies and lemonade. They're delicious.
The Relaxation Day was part of Fall Fest, an event put on by the Events Committee of the Inter-Residence Hall Association that started last Friday and runs until Thursday.
Fall Fest is a week-long group of events that IRHA puts on every fall, and it's just fun, free stuff that Residence Hall students can come to.
Shannon Goes and Laura Lynn Haas, the co-directors of events for the IRHA, talked to ISU TV about Fall Fest.
It's really to promote a sense of community throughout the residence halls, because sometimes when you live on one side of campus, it's really hard to get to know people on the other side of campus. So Fall Fest is a way to kind of bring people together.
So what can students expect from the upcoming days of Fall Fest?
We're going to have a lot of free food. So if you like free stuff, especially food, then you should come to all of our events.
From Linden Hall, I'm Jared Calvert along with Ryan Thorne, Newswatch 18. The rest of the events will include late night pizza, cupcakes on the go, blaster ball, and ultimate laser tag.
The key to juggling is in the mathematics. Assistant Professor Steve Butler has been teaching a class this fall about the mathematics of juggling. The class is based on the idea of understanding patterns in juggling. Butler quoted in an Iowa State news release saying, "Anyone can juggle. There are certain juggling patterns that everyone has mastered, they just don't realize it." He also went on to say that the math and juggling are related in that math is the way of analyzing patterns, while juggling is about controlling patterns. Butler's goal for the class is for students to be able to juggle 3 balls by the end of the semester.
Online classes provide students with an opportunity to take a class at a time in the day that is convenient for them. Online classes are offered through Iowa State, and because of a positive student response, one Iowa State professor is being recognized. Donald Lewis, professor of entomology at Iowa State University, has been named the Ag Online Teacher of the Year by the Iowa State University Brenton Center for Agricultural Instruction and Technology Transfer. Lewis has been teaching online classes at Iowa State since 2009. Enrollment has increased in his classes by more than 246% over the past 4 years. For more information about online courses, check out the university website.
And now we're joined by Justin at the desk. Justin, what's going on with Cyclone Sports?
I'll have all the latest on the newly ranked Cyclone basketball team and more. Stay right there. You're watching Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Justin Farmer with your Cyclone Sports updates. The Iowa State women's volleyball team extended its win streak to 7 games as they defeated West Virginia in straight sets. For the first time all season, though, the Cyclones did not have starting setter Janelle Hudson as she suffered an injury last Monday. So Taylor Goetz, a junior, took hold of the reins and played terrific as she recorded 32 assists and 12 digs. With the win, Iowa State improves to 17-6 overall and 10-2 in the Big 12. The Cyclones have also returned inside the top 25 as they sit at number 24. The number 24 Cyclones take the court tomorrow night against the number 25 Kansas Jayhawks inside Hilton Coliseum. The Iowa State men's wrestling team put on quite the show on Saturday as they had 12 top 5 finishes at the Harold Nichols Cyclone Open. The Cyclones were led by number 4 Michael Moreno, who took home the 165-pound title with a 9-3 decision. 4 Cyclones, Kyvan Gatson, Tanner Weatherman, Gabe Marino, and John Nicholson took home runner-up finishes. The Cyclones are currently ranked number 16, and they look to continue their success as they hit the road and take on Old Dominion this Sunday. It was the same old for the Iowa State men's football team as they fell to the Oklahoma Sooners 48-10 last Saturday. The Cyclones led the game 10-3 up until the last few minutes of the first half when the Sooners tied it up as they returned an Iowa State punt for a touchdown. The second half, though, was a completely different story as the Sooners went out to score 45 unanswered points en route to their blowout. The Cyclone offense was non-existent in the second half while the defense was run all over by a trio of Sooner running backs. The loss drops the Cyclones to 1-9 overall and 0-7 in the Big 12. Iowa State takes the field this Saturday as they face the Kansas Jayhawks in their final home game of the season. Hilton Magic struck again on Sunday night as Iowa State dethroned number 7 Michigan 77-70 in front of a sold-out Hilton Coliseum. In a matchup of returning stars, Melvin Elgin outshined Mitch McGarry as Elgin led the Cyclones to one of their biggest upsets under coach Fred Hoiberg. The game went back and forth, but it was the play of George Ewing late in the fourth that secured the win for the Cyclones, as he had 6 points and a rebound in the final 4 minutes. As the spotlight was shining on everything else surrounding the game, including prospect Rashad Bond, Dick Vitale, and Johnny Orr, it was Edgem who took center stage. The newly ranked number 21 Cyclones look to continue their momentum when they hit the road for the first time this season as they travel to Provo, Utah to take on BYU. And that's all I've got for your Cyclone Sports updates. Hey Corey, what's the weather like this week?
Well, we have our chance at seeing our first measurable snowfall just in time for Thanksgiving travel. I'll have all the details next on Newswatch 18. And welcome back to Newswatch 18, everyone, here on your Tuesday. I'm Corey Harguth with a look at your forecast. Absolutely beautiful day and well above average day out there. These are our temperatures across the state. Our highs actually 54 in Fort Dodge, 46 in Mason City, 45 in Waterloo, made up to 52 in Ames throughout today. and that is because we were able to stay clear throughout most of the day, but the clouds have started to move their way across the state, and it looks like we're still clear out towards Davenport, and we'll see that there's still going to be slightly warmer out in that direction as we look at our current temperatures across the state. It's 40 in Mason City, 41 in Waterloo, 44 in Ottumwa, and 48 in Des Moines. The winds have been very gusty at times all day long out of the south-southeast, and just look at some of these recorded winds. 23 miles per hour in Mason City, 15 in Fort Dodge, 16 in Sioux City, and 21 mile-an-hour winds in Council Bluffs earlier on today. Our local temperatures right now across the area, most of us are sitting in the middle to upper 40s, 48 in Des Moines, 46 in Ankeny, and 47 in Perry. We'll move up to the north just a little bit, and we'll see much of the same. 46 in Fort Dodge, 41 in Iowa Falls right now, and currently 44 here in Ames. But we do have changes on the way, as I've been alluding to throughout the show. We do have that temperature slide coming up, as well as some rain chances moving into Wednesday, and maybe a bit of a mix on Thursday night before we have a chance at seeing our first measurable snowfall on Friday. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But here we go with Futurecast. We'll start off just a little while ago with a warm boundary draping across Minnesota. That's going to push off to the north and east as we put this into motion. A cold front starts to push its way in our direction, which is really going to cool us down over the next couple of days, and it's going to be drastic compared to what we saw today. And also, here comes our rain and our snow. It looks like we're going to see a little bit of everything over the next couple of days, but it's probably going to be more rain than snow, but we still have to keep that snow in the forecast. Overnight tonight, 41 degrees with increasing clouds, and it's going to be breezy still with winds out of the south at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Looking ahead to tomorrow, 48 degrees for your high, so just slightly cooler than what we saw for today. Still above average with those rain showers up until right around noon or so, with winds still out of the south at 10 to 15, gusting up to 25 at times throughout the day. Our extended forecast, there's our rain chance moving into Wednesday. Thursday, 50% chance of seeing some of those rain showers. That's going to be our best chance. And then we move into Friday, and we have the chance of snow. It's only about a 20% chance. That chance has been dropping off as we have moved throughout the day today, and it's not looking like it's going to be much more than a couple inches or so, but just enough to probably start to make the roads a little bit slick as many people are starting to head home for Thanksgiving break. Then there's that cool down that I talked about Saturday, 23 for your high with 17 for your low. And look at that low Sunday morning, 7 degrees. That is not a typo, folks. But we will warm back up into the 30s, 38 by Monday, and then staying right around the middle to upper 30s as we get into the beginning of next week. Desirae, back to you.
If you're looking for some family fun with the little ones this winter season, Raymond Gardens has you covered. Caterpillar Club is a children's event with storytelling activities and crafts that will follow a theme each time. Caterpillar Club began in October and is held twice a month until March. The books and activities are intended for ages 2 to 7 years, and all children must be accompanied by an adult. If you haven't checked it out yet, come to Raymond Gardens this Thursday morning at 10 o'clock to see what Caterpillar Club is all about. And that's all we have for this edition of Newswatch 18.
Don't forget to tune in on Thursday for more news, weather, and sports.
Have a great night, Ames.